Good afternoon. Here he is already here. There he is, Mr. Jeff Kimber. How you doing, Jeffrey?
Hello, Phil. Virtual
well,
man hug. Are you all right?
Absolutely. Yes. Thanks for joining us for Live at 5
No
this
problem.
week. We've got a busy week online, which we will mention and run through the events. We're going to start with, obviously, the sad news that we mentioned last week in Live at 5 that Mike Sexton was pretty poorly, unfortunately. He has passed away. Jeff, did you get a chance to play with him or speak with him, sit down at the tables with him, or see him in Vegas?
Yeah, I don't think I've played with him. I sat with him when the second tournament I ever played. I qualified for a WPT and went to play in America when I'd only ever played live poker once before, and I got to meet him and Vince Van Patten and whoever Shauna Hyatt. Back in the golden era of WPT. And I think like a lot of poker players, those voices kind of. It's the same with Jesse May. If you've grown up in the UK, you kind of those voices mean a lot to you as a poker player because they've helped you through your early stages of poker, and that's what's got you interested in it. Like your good self, in fact, Phil. There'll be people who've grown up watching your stream and listening to your dulcet tones, but. Mike Sexton was a legend of a commentator, and you only got to find out what a good player he was when you actually listened to some of his stories. His Stu stories, and he was very happy to tell you a story every time you met him. So it's there's another sad loss, and we've lost a lot of legendary figures from the poker world. We need to lock the door and stop them all leaving because we're losing too many.
Yeah. It was sad news. I think a lot of people had said had more or less resigned themselves to it, but it's always sad when it happens. And if you've got memories of Mike Sexton and watching the WPT, as Jeff just said, just keep them because they're always there. Brad Simpson, good afternoon. Oh, Brad is always watching live at 5.
Brad.
He's playing well, Brad, in the last few weeks.
Chef Brad, he is.
Yeah.
He was right up there, wasn't he?
Quickly run through the deep stack and the online 25-25 from last week. Did you play them, Jeff? 0 to hero winning the deep stack?
I did, yeah. Didn't 0 to hero was first and third, I think, in the two events. That's some performance over the weekend.
It was, yeah.
It's some amazing performance, but yeah, I didn't get anywhere this weekend. No good for me. But what a performance that is, 0 to hero.
Yeah, well, he's decent again, just under 18,000 for the deep stack, and then as you said, he was third, £31,080 in the 25-25, which is really good. Rex third, managing to take down the title with Lucky Johnny in the middle, and 0, as you said, to hero was third. Yes, yet again, good numbers, 31,000 in the prize pool. It's they've done very well during lockdown. The 25-25s and the deep stacks. Obviously, now we can go and play cash. The online section is still pretty busy. Are you impressed with the numbers over the last few weeks and the last few months with the deep stacks and the 25-25s and the festivals that we've been having?
Yeah, they're not dropping off, are they? They're really good. I think they just the price point and the tournaments end about 2 a.m. You can win yourself $8 grand, 10 grand, whatever the first prize is in a 1 day tournament, and the same players turn up every week as well. So it's you get to know the players, and I really enjoy playing them. It's. The weekends aren't for going out anymore. The weekends are for playing poker on a Saturday and Sunday for me. They're great tournaments.
Yeah. I'd just like to say good evening to Katie. Katie Swift is watching.
Hello.
And Adam Neal. Is he the guy that's giving it some light? I tell you what, he's just got an album out, hasn't he? And,
just released an album. It's good stuff as well. I downloaded it. You've got to listen to it. LNC he goes by, and he's some good stuff on there. It's kind of Eminem meets Professor Green meets something a bit more modern that me and you probably don't know, but it's all good stuff and worth listening to.
The last time I saw Adam was over in Dublin. We were working the festival, and he was late. The actual scheduled timing was wrong on the board, and he turned up 30 minutes late for day 2, and I had to calm him down. But he managed to chop it and get most of the money.
Oh, good stuff.
Down to the final 15, and I text him. I said, "Where are you?" So I'm just doing my hair. I said, "You're late." He went, "What?" So he come running downstairs, and he got himself down and chopped it. So well done to Adam, and good luck with the music. Good luck to and if Jeff gives you the thumbs up, then it must be good. Chris Cunliffe, how are you, buddy? All right, Tower and Jeff. Good luck with the series, Jeff, which we're going to talk about right now, Jeff.
Yeah, cheers, Chris.
We would be on holiday. We would be in Leeds.
True. Yeah, we would be in Leeds GUKPT. So it's online GUKPT starting. Well, actually, it starts tomorrow. But you see, they announced a free roll tonight to give away tickets. Just to, it's as if someone woke up this morning and said, "Why don't we give away $3,000 worth of tickets?" So there's 50 prizes in this free roll tonight. Anybody can enter it. There's don't need to have earned any points or anything or to have played before. No. So, I mean, we're not allowed to play. I'd be in there playing if I could. But so the $3,000 free roll starts tonight, and that's online, obviously. And then tomorrow we have the start of the actual festival with the mini main event, which we know how good those mini mains are. And $40,000 in the guarantee already. So 6 p.m. tomorrow, the mini main is the first event.
As you can see right there, 40,000 guarantee. Big guarantee, that, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good. I think there's $250,000 guaranteed over the week. It's there's some big guarantees. They haven't been shy about them. So let's hope we hit them. Otherwise, we'll all be getting hit over the head with a frying pan for not doing our jobs properly. But $40,000 for the mini main, and then there's a freeze out on Sunday, which we get a lot of people saying, well, everybody can re-enter and it's not fair and everything's to do with re-entry. So 50 quid freeze out with 10 grand guaranteed is a really nice tournament. Yeah. And that'll be one, all the people who don't like playing re-entry tournaments, then they can happily sit in that from the start and know that anyone gambling with them will be knocked out if they don't get lucky.
Yeah.
So it's a nice start over the weekend. The mini main's obviously a 2-dayer as well. So the first aim is to get through to Sunday, and then you can play them both at once.
Event number 3, Progressive Knockout. Do you like them?
I love them, yeah. And the other thing with them, which people don't really kind of think about too much, is there's a real disadvantage to late regging those because, some of the bounties have already been taken, so some of the money's already out of the prize pool. So, registering on time and playing from the start, it's a bit of a throwback, and I love it. And you get a stack together and you take a shot at the old knockouts. Always an excuse for making a bad call there as well, isn't it? Because as long as you're going for a knockout, you can basically make an excuse to call with anything to try and win a bounty.
Yeah, Monster Stack event number 4. There's something for everybody. Monster Stack. There's a 6 max, the deep and steep. Quickly tell me what's the difference between a Monster Stack and a deep and steep?
Well, the deep and steep will start with a lot of chips, but will be a quicker structure. So, a Monster Stack is lovely, but not everyone wants a Monster Stack. Not everyone wants to start with millions of chips and to have a slow structure. So you can see there on the screen there, we got it up. The Monster Stack has 12-minute blinds. The deep and steep has 5-minute blinds. The deep and steep does go pretty quick, but not everyone's got 5, 6, 7 hours to sit and play a poker tournament and can finish at 2 or 3 a.m. Some of them have got kids getting up at 6 a.m. and have got to get up for work. So the deep and steep appeals. I really like the fact that nearly every query we get thrown at us, what about a freeze out? What about a 6 max? I only play 6 max. I don't want to play 9 or 10 max. So, I want to start with more starting chips. That's not a big enough starting stack. Everything is kind of catered for. So, I mean, for me, I'll play every event, and I kind of think it's a skill to try and adjust to each one. But some people really like playing just monster stacks or just freeze outs or just PLO tournaments, and there's one there for everybody.
Yeah. There's even a 6 max PKO as well, which will be fast and furious. That is.
There's carnage in those. It's great. They're great fun. But the PKO.
Sorry, Jeff.
No, go on.
No, I was just going to say that there's only one event that Jamie Nixon is not streaming, and it's probably your favourite event, the PLO.
Yeah, I mean the PLO is the best event. Although I didn't get anywhere in it the last GK. I think I cashed 4 out of the 10 events last time. I didn't cash in the PLO. It was
a
little bit gambly. There's a little bit of people staying in with any kind of draw and not believing any bluffs. So that'll be my favourite event, I think. But obviously, you'd rather do well in the main event because that's where the big money is.
Absolutely. Jamie Nixon's going to be on Twitch for every event apart from the PLO and obviously the main event next weekend, which is the biggie. And if you get the chance, if you are not going out and using the app, if you're not using the app to get yourself playing cash, then don't forget the free roll tonight. It's a monster, as Jeff has already said, 3,000 to give away. Pretty decent. It's 8-minute levels. There's a £560 ticket for first place and up to 50 prizes for you guys to get involved in. It starts at 8. The late reg is for an hour. Make sure you get in because you don't get much for note at this moment in time, and a free roll with all those tickets.
That's a great free roll. I was surprised when they told us this free roll was on. I was like, yeah, this is the kind of free roll you normally get if something, if the software's failed the week before or something like that. It's just let's give £3,000 worth of tickets away to reward the customers. So get in there and get some of those freebies picked up.
Absolutely. And don't forget, going at the bottom of the screen are the terms and conditions regarding no live tournaments. Use the app for cash. Have you ventured out, Jeff? Have you managed to get into the Grosvenors to see the screens and to see what's happening in your local casino?
No, I'm still up in Newcastle actually. We haven't had that many games running up here, and I think they're running now, but they've only been recently. And there's not many games running up here, so I haven't gone to play live. It's I don't know. I'm not sure it's my thing with the screens or whatever, but
they look good, though, don't they? They've made the effort. They've spent the money. They've made the effort. The dealers are there. It is getting busier. You can use the app to get your name on.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the card rooms are really busy, and I follow the Vic on Twitter and stuff, and you see every hour they tweet how their cash games are going, and there's 5 or 6 running all the time, and I see places like Coventry and Blackpool on Facebook saying, we're going to open more tables, and we've got, there's a list of players every day, so there's definitely people who want to get out there playing. At the moment, I'm playing a lot of online poker, so I played a lot of cash last month, and I managed to nick one of the leaderboard prizes last month, finishing 5th on the leaderboard, and I got £800 for free for doing that. This month it's a rake race online, so there's 10 grand given away to the top rakers. So I've raked a bit this month, and I'll probably play a bit more on Grosvenor and try and get up that and get some of the free cash there as well. But I mean, getting out to play some cash games, it's it's definitely people. There's a market for it, and people are doing it. So I don't think we'll get any tournaments soon. People keep asking about tournaments. It doesn't look like we'll get them soon. It's there's no way of doing it at the moment. But these are the places to watch. The social media. As soon as obviously Grosvenor wants to host tournaments as soon as they can. That's the business they're in. So they will be coming soon, but not quite yet. But the cash games are running and looking good.
Yeah, and the leaderboard still looking good for Bousey. Top of the leaderboard still. I think he's been there since week 1, hasn't he?
I know. I spoke to him this week, and I said it just seems like every single announcement is John Bousfield is still top of the leaderboard, and he said it's not easy, and it takes a bit of planning. And he said the other guys, there's some of the guys in 2nd and 3rd and 4th, they've all had big results. I saw Guy Taylor won one of the events over the Summer Sizzler weekend, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So a few of those guys, and there's some proper good players on that list, isn't there? You wouldn't really fancy it if that was your first table. You wouldn't really fancy it much, would you? So there's some top quality players, and Bowsey's still keeping himself top. So he's had a little break in Turkey as well. So he's been on holiday, and he's got himself. So anybody waiting for him to go for 2 weeks where he can't play, I think that's it. He's had his little holiday, and he's back, and he'll be playing this week as well.
Yeah. Well, the festival does start. Player of this festival, Jeff. That's going on as well.
Yeah, there's a two grand added for that, as well as a leaderboard for the top player of the festival. So there's points for every event, and that leaderboard is even more prizes being given away. Which again, you can't knock it really. There's lots of added value being thrown in there, and it does mean that the players that play more events will get rewarded. But that's how it should be, right? And if we're all going to be playing every event, I'd love to be chasing leaderboards like that. That's what I used to do. Before I was sponsored, I would be chasing all these leaderboards and any freebie you can get a hold of.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you do not use the app to get yourself playing cash, as Jeff Kimber says, there's massive events online which starts tomorrow. Event number 1 at 6 o'clock, but don't forget tonight's free roll, the GUKPT mega free roll, £3,000 already in the prize pool. There's 50 tickets up for grabs, and the winner will get the £560 seat. Most of us will be playing it. A lot of players have got different styles in free rolls. Get them in, try and get a stack straight away, or hang on to them as tightly and as long as you can.
I know which one of those you'll be doing, Phil.
The first hand and then see what happens.
Exactly. But yeah, great value.
Thanks for joining us, Jeff.
No problem. Pleasure.
We are winding down live at 5. Make sure you play some cash. Use the app. If you haven't got it, why not get it downloaded? The rules and regulations for going into your local casino, please check with the casino, because they've all got different times of opening. They've got different amounts of cash tables. But online, we would have been on holiday in Leeds. I'm sure we met some man in Leeds once. But
I remember that well, yeah.
But stay safe. Carry on playing in cyberspace. It's the GUKPT online for the next 9 days. It's going to be massive, as Jeff says, the leaderboard. But it all kicks off tonight with a massive 3,000 free roll. That man there will be playing in the free. This man here will be in it, and the guys in the background will also be playing it. Make sure you get in. Thanks to Jeff for joining us live at 5. Cheers, buddy, and fingers crossed we can have a great big massive hug soon whenever we see each other. From the tower, everybody in the chat box, thanks for joining us. Stay safe and make sure you play the GUKPT because it's on its way and the free roll starts at 8 p.m. tonight. From the tower, and Mr. Jeff Kimber. Ta-ta.
Yeah.